the entirety.
Yeah, but this is an LCK versus LCK, so it is R5 Gnar. That's how it's supposed to work.
I like this Gnar actually a lot better. I know it's not as fun as what you guys were maybe hoping for in that Fiora pick here, but it does give you a lot of late game engage potential, and it can slow down the game. Now you have a slight advantage, a little bit of extra resistances here going into that upcoming fight.
Gets double raked and gets a thumbs up for it. Very, very nice, as that's a Gravitum stun that's going to land. The hook is going to go completely wide though. That was an odd maneuver. Carrier gets stunned up. And now Will is making his way in, but Owner in perfect position. Do you want to fight a low-health Olaf, though, is the question. And Owner's answer is absolutely. Yes, I would very much like to do that as Stand Beside Me comes on in. And Owner's going to get exhausted. That's the flash forward. Owner thought he'd done the calculation, but it doesn't quite work. On this bottom side of the map, Deft. Yeah, Vista's going to have to cancel the back because he doesn't want to leave Deft alone. As the rake's going to be avoided this time. Deft is going to flash to get himself out of the way. Not a lot of summoner spells left remaining, and first blood goes to Gumayusi.
They don't necessarily need to, but they get the shove. They put down the ward, immediate teleport comes through from Kana.
All plates and first turret, so 610 extra gold going through. They get a Drake here.
On T1, let's see whether they can win this battle. Gravitum comes on out. Chains of Corruption are going to be the answer, so that means Hanwha should be able to get Shirley, but the Moonlight Vigil comes down. That's stolen away though. Owner actually diving forward. Faker using his ult to make sure no one can get out. Deft going to be the first victim. That's another one to go down as well, as unfortunately Will is not going to be able to Ragnarok that, and Chovy's still alive. Morgan is his only teammate that's also there, and unfortunately it's not for too much longer, as he needs to try and get through both Kana and Faker. Okay, fight's continuing to erupt here. The flash has to come through because the return of the Rake was going to be enough to get rid of Chovy, and he's getting closed in upon. Carrier actually gets it with the edge of the hook, and now it's only Morgan left as Deft and Vista have respawned.
Feeling a little bit less bad about how premature we've been about this series, because what T1 is showing here is just utter dominance, right? Like, look at how they set up the team fight, which...
Oh no, but like if Mad beats someone here, then that's an amazing set.
Cohesion and the team fight execution from T1 is... It's not on the level that we've seen from this far.
Because it has been, like, finally we're breathing out after holding our breath.
Well, that's going to be a dead turret, and Tunnel Life Esports don't have any vision on the Baron. They know what's being done, though. They're going to go through this choke point.
Yeah, some scary guns on Gumayusi as well, as the ult comes forward from Vista, trying to start this one off in their favor. It's not the steal, and it's just a dead Willa to start this one off, but at least Morgan dives on forward, takes out Faker, tries to drive by, but it's not going to work. Deft now going to be the focus. It's Gumayusi. That's so many chakrams. He is terrifying on this Aphelios. Vista going to get taken down, and now Owner parkours his way into this top lane. Deft a sitting duck right now, and it's the double kill to come through from the T1 jungler. Same to be said for this bottom lane for the rest of T1. We're going to head towards about that 5,000 mark. Hanwha Life, can they actually defend this is the question. I think the answer is almost a glaring no. As Kana walks on forward, he's got the Mega Gnar, slows down Deft. No flash available here though, so can't close the gap. But it doesn't matter. I mean, they're just obliterating the base of Hanwha Life Esports, and Hanwha just looks like they don't have a response. Chovy trying to look for a flank, but he has to sweep out all of this vision. And T1, they've got all of the answers. Gumayusi now with the Gravitum, stuns up almost everyone by himself, gets the ulti out from Vista, and now Hanwha have to get back to their fountain.
I don't think people will be talking about this series from years to come. This is one of those series where you go,
even a miracle may not be enough here as Hanwha, they don't even get towards the pit. The Baron is secured. Willa now down extraordinarily low. It says he's unstoppable, but it's looking pretty stoppable right now as Gumayusi's dominating as he takes down the jungler. Hanwha now running for the hills as quickly as possible. Decent disengage ult from Vista as Chovy dives into the backline. Gets exhausted though straight away. Morgan with the dominance gets on top of Gumayusi, but there's so much peel and he is going to be okay. Lantern thrown out for Faker as Chovy flashes himself out of the way. Morgan doing the same thing as Owner goes golden. Vista and Deft still alive for the moment. But the talent has found Avaris, and yes, the base is being absolutely destroyed. Chovy now on the wrong side, and this is going to be the ace almost, as Morgan the only one left remaining. But Nexus turrets aren't going to be here, and T1, they are just looking to end this game right here and put Hanwha Life Esports out of their misery. Kana was staying there for quite some time, but honestly, he probably can, as the rest of T1 are going to turn up.
This game would have already been over if Faker was actually able to finish his teleport. He was teleporting to the bot side wave, but Chovy interrupted him. It doesn't even matter though.
It's heroic, but it's not going to matter. T1 will 3-0 Harmon Life Esports. They wanted to do this in the World's Gauntlet. Thankfully, they got a second try, and damn, second time was the charm.
T1 advanced to the semifinals in the most dominant fashion I think an international competition of League of Legends could even imagine.